No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Diffuse, bond that can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host, Coach, and this is FFC. I'm excited to be back. Yes, I'm excited. We forgot to cheers. That's right. We are back. We are back. Football is back. We are in August. We are officially August 1st, the month of August. And what does that mean? It is time for draft day. Not necessarily, but it's time to get ready. We are in the midst of football season. We got training camps going on. We got preseason. That starts today. Preseason games start today. So that's exciting, right? You know, Coach, I watch preseason football. It's the best time to watch football. You get all these young cats that got to prove to the world that they are meant to be here in the NFL. That's what preseason is for. Preseason is to watch consistency. Preseason is for mistakes. It's what you want in preseason. You want to make mistakes, okay? You want to see all the ugliness. You want to see the yick. You want to see the interception. You want to see all that in preseason because you want to iron that stuff out while you're still in training camp. The whole month. Preseason is just so these guys can get game ready for September, okay? So preseason is fun to just watch and enjoy, not for points. You don't watch preseason to see who scores. Who cares who scores in preseason? That game don't mean not a thing. If you are 4-0 in preseason and you running around happy that your team is 4-0 in preseason, I can 100% guarantee you they're not making the playoffs. You're not in preseason to win preseason games, right? You don't want to lose. That's not my point. But my point is losing a preseason game means absolutely nothing. It means the same as winning a preseason game. It's practice. It's an extension of practice. Okay, you're just doing live action practice before you step on the actual field. You know what I mean? So preseason is very, very important, and it's very fun to watch. It really is. Don't ever disregard preseason. That's so disrespectful to football. It's one of the most needed aspects of football. Okay, so we got that tonight. For Coach, what this is mean? We got drafting to do. We do not draft before the third preseason game. We draft after the third preseason game, okay? Because we got a lot of injuries about to happen. We got a few that already happened in practice. Some couple ACL tears. I didn't get the names. I will go get those because guess where they're going? Coach's couch. Sorry. Their season has already officially ended, so they're going to hang out with Coach, and we're going to watch a lot of football this season. I.e., Coach is back. Coach is home. Coach is back in Miami. I had a wonderful time at Disney. It was a great experience. I promise you it was a great experience. I learned so much so that Atlanta Coach an awesome new job. If you're in Miami area, you will get that information. But I'm excited to start my new journey. But that new journey brought Coach right back home, right back to FFC. So football ain't going nowhere. Coach ain't going nowhere. This knowledge ain't going nowhere but to you guys who tune in every week and watch. So I'm very, 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 very excited. Very excited. So FFC, we have a big season this year, okay? Because we have more people. I think I had 8 people that watched FFC last year. We had 29 viewers, okay? We're growing. We're growing. It's a small group of us, but we're growing. So I have an obligation and a job to get all 29 of you who watch Coach to the championship. We don't want playoff tips. We want the chip. That is what we are here for. Okay, we are here to win a championship and nothing else. I don't give a doggone care about no playoffs. Playoffs is everything, but we got to win the playoffs to win the championship, don't we? So we can't have playoffs, third place, second. We don't want that in our mind. We go because why? We don't give a doggone care if we come in last place, playoff wise, not last place season wise. You ain't going nowhere. If we are the last seed in the playoffs, we are the most dangerous team in the playoffs. We shouldn't be there. And we are there. And there's a reason we're there because we put in hard work and we put in that grind and we hit those waiver wires because Coach is a waiver wire weasel. Coach know how to find them gems on the wire because I watch football. 7 hours of commercial-free football is about to start in like 3 weeks. You understand? And I watch every hour of it. You understand? And if I have any indication that Coach is working nights, not Monday night. If I work night, because I'm in the restaurant, I'm in the kitchen. So I work the weekend. But that's fine. That means I get Sunday, I get that noon, do whatever, and then I got to come in. I missed the night game, but I probably won't. Not as much as I think I will, but every other I will be there for you guys all football season. Understand that, okay? I will be there all football season. I will be here for you. We have a lot of shows. We have our Tuesday Sorrows, but we still got the Monday games. We got Monday Sorrows, or Tuesday Sorrows or Tuesday Praise. That's what we're doing. We crying or we pray. That's all we can do, okay? We lost or we won. Ain't no middle. If we tied, that's a problem. How we tying in fantasy? Somebody should have a point something, that is. But we have that the Tuesday after our Monday wins or losses. And that'll be a quick show just to come in and we're gonna chat about what happened over the weekend. That's what our Tuesday show is for. And then we're gonna backdoor. Yes, sir. We're gonna backdoor Wednesday morning. That's right. Because Wednesday morning we got ranking. We gotta re-rank everybody, We gotta tell you guys who is the top sleepers, who are the top free agency pickups that you should get, who should be dropped, okay? And then we save the best for last. We got to have the injury reports. You already know that. So Friday or Saturday morning, it'd be Friday night or Saturday morning. I'll figure out with my new schedule, I'll figure out which day will be. But we will have our start and sit show. I really like to do it Friday so you guys have Saturday to sit on things and think about what Coach is saying. I want to rush you guys for your picks, you know what I mean, or for your drops and sits. So I want you guys to be patient and use your mind and think a little bit. So I don't want anything to be rushed. I really want to make sure I have everything for you guys Friday, but it has to be after the injury report on Friday at 4:30 Eastern time. So we'll iron all that stuff out. But FFC is going to be a really fun one. Again, we still have Coach's Couch as a segment. That ain't going nowhere. I love that segment. I will not do a lot of best ball or over-under betting. However, if you have questions pertaining to those styles, Coach knows it in a sense that I can answer your question for you, give you the best advice. If you're putting money on something, I got Coach got you. Coach ain't going to let you, I like winning people money. I don't know. I like winning people money. I like being right. That's how crazy I am, right? All right, so without further ado, we have a really great show today. And that's what the FFC is here for. It's for fantasy, okay? I love football. I really do. But FFC is for fantasy, okay? That's what this is made for. This is not made for the NFL, okay? I use the NFL for their information and their love of football, and I love the football games. But fantasy is a fake game with real players that you have to use your brain to put together to create a team to beat somebody else that you like or don't like. Okay? That's fantasy football in a nutshell. It's fun. We can talk crap to each other. We can set up punishments that gets people's butt shaved or people's butts got hair on them, or I don't know why fantasy football players like playing with people's butts a lot or putting people in dresses. But that's what you get if you play this dirty game. But before we set up our teams, right, we got to know who we want on our team. That's the biggest thing, right? We have to figure out what place we're going to be. Coach, personally, I like last place. I like picking last. Why? Because that turnaround pick is yours. You get basically 2 picks back to back of what's best available, depending on what round how many league players you play. For instance, you have an 8-team league where you have 8 other players playing with you. So it's or 7 other players playing with you. So it's 8 of you total. You pick players. It's the easiest one because basically whatever you pick, there's a load of people in the waiver wire for you to also pick from. That's what makes it boring. You want that part to be hard. You want to find something that nobody else has an eye on. Not 6, 7 people having the same numbers. Like, okay, I'll pick you, and then they're gonna pick him, and they're probably gonna beat me because somehow he's gonna have more points than my guy, and my guy is better. That's the issue you deal with an 8-team league. Okay, 10-team is a little bit better. 2 more players added. It can make it a little bit more difficult because certain players in certain positions run out a bit faster. Not all. You basically still keep the receivers. You know what I mean? It's that 12 and 14 team leagues. Those get a little bit tougher because then wide receivers go like that. They go fast. Okay. I think that is the team or that is the league where you have to, in some cases, you have to draft running back, wide receiver. You can't go running back. Okay. In the 12-14 team league, you got to be a little bit more strategic. You may have to go running back. You may even have to go running back, quarterback, third pick, go receiver. Because you might get somebody like a T. Higgins in the 3rd, 4th round, depending on where you're picking in the 12-team league. So or 14-team league. 16 and 18, it just gets deadly. It's a deadly life in there. Okay, but I think around them areas, that's where you go super flex. Because it can get real tight in them 16, 18 team leagues. But the standard where most fantasy players really like to have a challenge is the 12-team league, 12-14 team league. Those are pretty challenging. It's slim pickings after the draft. Okay, so you better know what you're doing. It's a lot of snipers in those leagues. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to get started because the most important part of fantasy football is knowing who is going to be on your fantasy team. All right. So what coach does is I do pull the fantasy rankings from a website, but of course, coach has to have his own fantasy rankings because I just don't agree with everybody. If that's the case, I wouldn't have my show, right? I just don't agree. I don't agree with the Panthers picking up Jadeveon Clowney. Sorry behind. He can't play a lick of football. Y'all make it seem like 52 sacks in 10 seasons really means something. Y'all had the nerve to write in this article that he tied his season high of 9.5 sacks. That's absolutely horrible for a defensive end at 6'7", 280-something pounds. That's ridiculous. That's crap. That's sorry. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, my beautiful Jocelyn, who's happy daddy's home. Go back and play. Thank you. But he's trash, okay? Jadeveon Clowney is trash. She gets excited with that. He gets excited about talking about bad people in football. It's a trigger for her. She's heard me clown Jadeveon Clowney for a long time, so it's like she heard that and came over like, "Ooh, he's going off on Clowney." Yeah, I am. I'm always going off on Clowney because he's trash. Why did the Panthers have the nerve to pick this guy up and put him on the football team is beyond me. And what is the first thing that happens? Oh, he just gets into it with his teammates over a dumb hit in practice. Like, buddy, you trying to make a name for yourself in practice? You had 10 years to do that on the football field. Half of the time you was hurt. Half of the time you was trash. Which part do you want people to want? Like, my goodness. Coach's rant for the day, right? All right, so let us move on and start with our fantasy. So we have about 61 players to go through, and we are going to start with players 1 through 12 because 1 through 12 basically is what fits a 8, 10, and 12 team league. Okay, we'll go 14 to 16 when I go past 12. That's when we can add those other players. But for the sake of doing 60 players and not having the show going forever, I broke them up in increments, so we can basically section them off and really see who's staying in the top 12. Because people in the 12 may not stay here. Okay, and I know I'm moving somebody up because I have no idea why they have CeeDee Lamb number 2 overall. And in fact, you're not drafting CeeDee Lamb with your first pick. Why would you do that? You can if it's like pick 9 and 10 because you're gonna backdoor and pick again, but they got him number 2 overall. That's not happening. There's just one that's very disrespectful to Christian McCaffrey. 2, he's not number 1. Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey's the number 2. Okay, so we've got some moving around to do with those first 12 picks, but let's go over them first. So they have Christian McCaffrey at 1, CeeDee Lamb at 2, Tyreek Hill at 3, Amon-Ra St. Brown at 4, Justin Jefferson at 5, Ja'Marr Chase at 6. Mm-hmm. You got Ja'Marr Chase at 6, Bijan Robinson at 7, Breece Hall at 8, AJ Brown at 9, Garrett Wilson 10, Puka Nacua 11, and Jahmyr Gibbs at 12. All right, so that's wrong. All of that is wrong. There's just absolutely no way. What were they ranking by? Is my question. Why do you have Ja'Marr? Why do you have Justin Jefferson, the highest paid receiver, at 5th overall? 5th? Let's do this here. Because they have Bijan Robinson at 7. I have no idea why. We're going to do Breece Hall at 1. I did change my mind. At first, I was going to do Bijan, but we're going to do Breece Hall at 1. We're going to do Christian McCaffrey at 2. We're going to do Bijan Robinson at 3. My goodness. We're going to do Tyreek Hill at 4. So I guess Justin Jefferson would have to stay at 5. Now, CeeDee Lamb can be number 6. I'm not drafting him in 2nd. That's crazy. Number 7 would be Amon-Ra St. Brown. Number 8 would be Ja'Marr Chase. Garrett Wilson. Nope. I'm going to put AJ Brown, keep him at number 9. Keep Garrett Wilson at number 10. Now everything can stay the same. Jahmyr Gibbs, you're going to move up to 12. And Puka Nacua is going to be 13. Even though we're stopping at 12. All right. There we have it. I like that a lot better. So, coaches rankings. We have number 1, Breece Hall. He is going, okay, I need y'all to understand one thing about Breece Hall. He had 591 receiving yards off of 76 receptions with a horrible quarterback. That's really good. He had 994 yards running the ball with a crappy quarterback. Pay attention to that. Those numbers will be doubled. I'm not saying the receiving numbers. Those will probably go up maybe another 100 yards. He might break 600 receiving yards, maybe 7, depending on how the other receivers are. He may not even get that many. But the running yards, he will get 11 to 1,200 rushing yards this season. He will be the number 1 running back this season. Okay? The number 1 running back. Christian McCaffrey will not have 1,400 rushing yards this season. I don't think that's going to happen. That's why I moved him to number 2, because I think he will have 11. I think they're going to pass the ball more, and he actually may have more receiving yards. Like he may drop in rushing because Christian McCaffrey's receptions will most likely raise from 564 and go up, especially if somehow they trade Brandon Ayuk. Could happen, could not happen. But I'm just saying, if he does get traded, those yards for Christian McCaffrey are going to go up in reception. This is why I did drop him to number 2, because I don't think he's going to be the number 1 running back or the number 1 player this year. I think that's going to be Breece Hall. I 100% agree. I'm not going to move up Justin Jefferson from number 5 only because I don't trust his quarterback. I think he is great. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if the numbers are going to be there with Justin Jefferson. So 5 is a great spot because he's still a first-round draft pick if you decide to pick a receiver in the first round. Okay. Number 3, I have as Bijan Robinson. Here's why. with a crappy quarterback, he had 976 rushing yards. It's very important with a crappy quarterback. He doesn't have a crappy quarterback. He has Kirk Cousins. I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is the savior of all, but I think Kirk Cousins can get them in the playoffs with 10, 11 wins. I said Bijan Robinson last year was a first-round running back simply because for 7 games is all him. Like his ability, his everything about him is a first-round draft pick. I just told you don't touch him because you're not going to get the numbers you want out of him as a first-round draft pick. Okay, that was my issue. It sucked to not to say that because you can't drop him off the belief he's going to say he doesn't suck at all, but the weight of the team and what they are doing will hinder him in his first round abilities. Now, he doesn't have that hindrance this year because he has a better quarterback this year. That is going to vote well for someone who loves to throw the ball to quarterbacks. To running backs, Kirk Cousins. Look at what Dalvin Cook did with Kirk Cousins for that short time. I'm sorry. That is very important to see. I won a championship due to the fact that Kirk Cousins was Dalvin Cook's quarterback because I had Dalvin Cook. So I think Bijan Robinson will be a third-round running back this year. A third play, like he'll be the number 3 player this year with potential to actually climb and be a better, be a top. He'll stay a top 5 fantasy player is my point. Number 4, Tyreek Hill. His speed is unmatched. It hasn't dropped. It hasn't shown any decline. They just paid Tua. Tua's gonna have to air the ball out, right? They didn't lose Kirk Cousins. They did pay Waddle. What I will say is I don't think Tyreek Hill is going to get 1,799 yards this year. That was him trying to basically break the record. He was almost close to doing it. He will this year most likely fall to about 1,300 passing yards. The ball is going to get spread around for Miami. It has to be. With the way they paid Tua, with the way they paid Waddle, Tyreek going to have to come up off some of these receptions is basically what I'm saying. But that does not stop him from being he still had 13 touchdowns. You see what I'm saying? That right there, I don't think is going to stop. He may have 10. He could have 14. It's the yards that I think are going to drop, but not enough to drop him. He will stay. He will move. I'm still moving him up to 3rd place. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think his numbers are going to stay where they are. 1,500, 1,400 yards reception. Granted, he doesn't get hurt or anything. He did have 10 touchdowns, which I still think will stay within that area. So for me, I keep him at number 4. No. Not Amon-Ra. Who did I put at number 4? At number 5. I kept Justin Jefferson at number 5. Who did I put at number 6? CeeDee Lamb. No, that's what I want to change. I'm going to change CeeDee Lamb from 6 to 7 and move Amon-Ra St. Brown from 7 to 6. I still think CeeDee Lamb is a first-round receiver. I don't think he's getting 1,700 yards as well this year. I think those numbers are going to drop to about 14. I don't think he's going to get 1,700 this year. He's not going to get 12 touchdowns this year. Zeke is back. Yeah, I forgot about that. Zeke back. Zeke attack. Zeke know that offense. Zeke going to get that ball. Zeke is that homeboy. That is the reason Zeke is back. So please understand, that yardage that CeeDee Ham had last year is because they didn't run the ball. Understand that. They're going to run the ball this year, so those numbers are going to fall. Okay? It's just the way it works. That's just football. Again, Justin Jefferson is going to stay at 5 because before he got hurt, he had 1,000 yards. Or throughout the season of him being hurt, whatever's going on, he had 1,000 yards. I don't know. Even if his quarterback sucks this year, I still think Justin Jefferson can get about 1,100 to 1,200 receiving yards, especially if at least they have a great connection. The team just outside of the receiver and his rookie quarterback, it's not good. They don't have a running back. They don't really have a good second receiver, and they don't really have a good defense. So there's a lot wrong with Minnesota, but I'm not going to remove Justin Jefferson from number 5 because I still think he plays like a top 5 receiver this year. We are discussing number 6. We discussed number 7. Number 8, Jamar Chase. I do think his potential will rise, but right now I still see him at 1,300 yards because of the weaponry the Bengals keep. He's not the only guy. They do have T. Higgins still, and most likely they're going to have a third guy. Who's quick. That Burrow can dump the ball to. So I still think Jamar Chase is a top 10 receiver. His numbers will be top 10, and that's why I'm keeping him at number 8. AJ Brown at number 9. I keep him at number 9 because he could stay at 14, but he could substantially drop to 1,100 if they do plan to spread the ball to Davante Adams a bit more this year. AJ Brown took over the number 1 reigns as receiver last year, which was fine. But I do think they're going to just do a little bit better at spreading the ball around. So he's still a top 10 receiver. At number 9 is perfect because if a lot of the good running backs are gone, guess what? At number 9, you can grab A.J. Brown with your number 1 pick, and then back door and grab Jamar Gibbs in the second round. Hopefully he's available for you, which I do think because, again, I have him at number 12. Number 10, Garrett Wilson. I have Garrett Wilson at number 10 right now for one simple reason. It could drop. 2 things will be the cause of this. One, whatever that, if it's a joke on the sideline and they just playing around and having a good time, okay, they got us. And number 10. If it's because he's a little in his feelings because this Davante Adams thing could be real, the hush on it is so good right now. And if that is the case, yeah, I mean he's got an attitude because Davante Adams is possibly coming and he's gonna get pushed back he's gonna get pushed to number 2. So I'm keeping him at number 10 because if Davante Adams does come to the Jets, he will drop to second, third round because I'm moving Davante Adams absolutely up. I will most likely, if Davante Adams becomes a Jet before we draft and do anything with fantasy, right? I'm telling you right now, I am taking Davante Adams and I am moving him in the first round. Point blank, period. And I'm taking Garrett Wilson and I am dropping him. He most likely going to go the second, third round. It's just the way it is. The numbers will push him into that. So we'll see what happens. But right now, I'm keeping him at number 10 because he's a top 10 receiver, hands down. Okay. With a great quarterback, he's inching into the top 5. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see what we do with Garrett Wilson. Matter of fact, we're gonna mark him blue. We're gonna put the whole bar blue on him because he's a comeback player that we got to come back and make decisions about. All right, so he's blue. Okay, at number 11, did I skip number 11? I did. 10. 11 is going to be, so that will be Jamar Gibbs. So he's still in the first round. Jamar Gibbs at 11. And number 12 will be Puka Nacua. There we go. Number 12 is Puka Nacua. Let me make sure. Yep. Yeah, I missed number 11. Okay, there we go. Nice and fixed. Okay, so let's recap. Breece Hall at number 1. We're going to mark him green because he moved up. Christian McCaffrey moved down to number 2. We're going to mark him red. All right. Let's see. Number 3, Bijan Robinson. We moved him up from 7, so he's going to get a green. Number 4 is Tyreek Hill. From number 3, we did drop him down, so he's going to be red. Number 5 stayed the same. Number 6 moved down from number 4. So he's getting a red. And these reds don't mean nothing. This is just shows Coach his up and down movements. So if you ever have to go back, if you ever have questions, I can answer them for you. Number 7, CeeDee Lamb moved down, so he's red. Let's see. Jamar Chase is number 8 from 6, so yeah, he's red. AJ Brown stayed the same. Puka Nacua moved down. So he's red. And Jamar Chase moves up. Jamar Gibbs moves up from 12 to 11. So he's going to be a green. All right, cool. So we have the first 12 players. Number 1, Breece Hall. Number 2, Christian McCaffrey. Number 3 is going to be Bijan Robinson. Number 4, Tyreek Hill. Number 5, Justin Jefferson. Number 6, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Number 7, CeeDee Lamb. Number 8, Jamar Chase. Number 9, A.J. Brown. Number 10, Garrett Wilson. Number 11, Jamar Gibbs. And number 12 is going to be Puka Nacua. Yes, I am ranking running backs above receivers in a sense because I believe this is going to be the year of the backs. Told y'all about that stupid rule I hate, right? Those referees going to blow that whistle this year, guys. I'm telling you, linebackers are about to get hit hard with this whistle blowing from this new rule that they have in place. And with that being with that happening, all it's going to do is make them hesitate, and it's going to open up those running lanes for running back. They're going to be dangerous this year. They want more. They want more. The people of football want more from what they're not getting, so they're going to find a way to get it. And this is the way having these refs play with these games is a way. If you don't know that they do that, you're not watching football. All right, so we are going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to go through players 13 through, where's my manner? We're going to go through 13 through 24. So quick commercial break, and Coach will be right back.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes. They gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, welcome back from commercial break. All right, so we're going through players 1 through 12. Coach made some adjustments. Now, again, we have adjustments that we're going to be making throughout this whole process for the next few weeks, right? The key is we pay attention to the news. We pay attention to who signed their franchise tags, who didn't sign their franchise tag, who comes to work and who didn't come to work. If you don't come to work, coach is dropping you. I'm sorry. You saw what I did with Jonathan Taylor last year. I moved that man down basically to the 7th, 8th round. He didn't sign no contract. He got hurt. He wasn't going to play for the first. Matter of fact, y'all had a good time with Jonathan Taylor last year when coach told you to completely stay away from that. Now, if you drafted Jonathan Taylor, and I say completely stay away, what did coach tell you? Don't draft him till like the 7th, 8th round where his value. Why? Not only did he miss the first 4 games, then he get hurt later in the season again. So you barely got much out of Jonathan Taylor. Look at the numbers right now, right? He only had 741 yards. Now, with him being hurt and going through everything that he did, that's not bad. That tells you a lot about the player. So I think him this year, he is a valuable 2nd round pick. Do not jump to the 1st round for him. But if you're in a 14, 16 team league, Jonathan Taylor actually could be a 1st round pick. He could be a 1st round pick. So let's see. Starting at 13 is Jonathan Taylor. All right. And for now, I'm going to keep that there. All right. So 14 is Saquon Barkley. 15 is Devontae Adams. Now, exactly. If Devontae Adams is so beautiful. If Devontae Adams becomes a Jet, him and Garrett Wilson are flipping spots. I'm moving Garrett to 15, and I'm moving Taylor Devontae up to 10. It's that simple. Chris Olave, 16. I don't like New Orleans. I think I'm going to drop him. Not bad, but I think I might drop him, depending on who else is in this list, between 13 and 24. Marvin Harrison at 17. Marvin Harrison Jr. at 17. Josh Allen at 18. Drake London at 19. Michael Pittman at 20. Brandon Ayuk at 21. Travis Etienne at 22. That will not stay there. Jalen Hurst at 23. 24, Jalen Waddle. I really like placements 13 through 24. Outside of Travis Etienne and the possibility of moving Chris Olave. And if I move Chris Olave, it's going to be this. There is somebody in this you got to get early if you're going to do this. And you got to get him really early. I'm going to move Chris Olave. I'm going to give him, he's not going to be 16. I'm giving that to Josh Allen. I'm going to make Josh Allen 16. And we're going to make Chris Olave 18. I like that. I like that. I'll do Chris. No, because I want Drake London. I'm going to make Drake London 18 from 19. And we're going to take Chris Olave from 16 to 19. Yeah. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So Chris Olave just drops a couple spots down, but we'll keep him. He had 1,100 receptions. I'm sorry. Even with Derek Carr, he played really good. I just like Drake London better. He had 905 yards with a crappy with a crappy quarterback. I really think those numbers are going to look so much better with Drake London. I mean, just go ask Justin Jefferson. I'm just saying. I'm not saying Drake London is Justin Jefferson. I'm saying the quarterback is key to receiver success, and I think Kirk Cousins will be key to the success. Only my problem with Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta was I loved everything about it. What did I not like? What did I not like? The contract. He don't deserve that kind of money. I'm sorry. That money could have went somewhere else into that defense. I'm dead serious. He did not deserve all that money. Because of his age, because he technically does have a stopping point. You're not winning the Super Bowl, Atlanta. Not with Kirk Cousins. If he does, that shocks me, and I got a lot of apologizing I'm gonna be doing. But I don't see it. I see a lot of things in football, and that ain't it. Okay. So I do like Josh Allen being picked up in the second round very early. I call him the god of football for a reason, period. He is a passing attack. He is a rushing attack. Does he turn the ball over? Yes. That pertains to NFL. But what he does in fantasy is a little bit different. Like the turnovers count, but he's still going to average 30 points a game. That's very dangerous. Your quarterback averaging 30 points a game is very dangerous. If you average 30 points a game, I cannot put you in a third round category. That cannot happen. You averaging 22, 25 points a game as a quarterback, 28 points a game. That's where you're a third round good, and that's not bad. That means you have to snatch up a Lamar Jackson, Matt Patrick Mahomes in the third. But that second round, you can go up and go grab Josh Allen to be very happy. If you got your running back or receiver in the first round, and you decide to go get that quarterback, it has to be Josh Allen in the second round. I'm sorry. He is the pinnacle of fantasy football at quarterback position. He has not shown anything less since he's played this game. Like this is just what he does. This is what he does. I think his touchdowns will be better. I don't know about his interception. That I can't tell you. That boy can give you 2 a game. I'm sorry. He gonna turn that ball over, but he will score a lot. This is what he does too. So let's see. Travis Etienne at 22. I don't like that. I like Jalen Waddle at 22. No. And let's think about this. Are we drafting Jalen Waddle after Drake London? Yes. Are we drafting Jalen Waddle after Chris Olave? Right now, I'm gonna say yes. That's tough, right? So yeah, but what we can do, who's 19? Who's 20? Michael Pittman? Yeah, we're going to leave Michael Pittman at 20. I like him at 20. Brandon Ayuk at 21, got to stay there. So Jalen Waddle can move up to, because no, I'm putting Jalen Hurst at 22. There's no way I'm drafting Travis Etienne over Jalen Hurst. That's so stupid. So Jalen Hurst will be 22. Yeah, I'll draft everybody else over Jalen Hurts. If anybody else had any questions, yes, I am. I like Jalen Hurts, but I mean, dude, but he only had 3,800 passing yards. He only had 23 passing touchdowns. Okay, let's calm down. And I don't think he's gonna get. I don't think. Again, unless Philly come out and decide to just throw. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Let's slow down. We're talking fantasy now, right? Let's slow down. Let's slow down. Yeah. Sorry. We're making a really big move. Jalen Hurts is going right behind Josh Allen. So Josh Allen is 16. Jalen Hurts is going to be 17. Here's why. He has two good receivers. He has a good tight end. He has himself, and he just added Saquon Barkley. I'm sorry. That's a lot of. I don't think people get that. People think Saquon's numbers are going to drop. I beg to differ, which is why. Where did I keep Saquon? Where you at, Saquon? Yeah, number 14. He's the second round. He's a very high second round. You can jump and get Saquon if you 12th pick, jump up and get him. But I'm not putting him in the first round. But where he's sitting right now, buddy, like think about this. Everybody's worried about him not getting his rushes. Who cares? Have you seen the key catch? You don't think him and Brown or him and Hurst gonna have packages? They're gonna tear people up in the red zone. I don't think Saquon Barkley's rushing numbers are gonna be high. But I think Saquon gonna have like 7 receptions in the game. Because Jalen Hurts will get rid of that ball. That's the key. He's actually gonna get rid of the ball. Yeah, we're gonna put Jalen Hurts at 17 due to what his offense currently looks like and healthy. I actually like it a little bit better. I mean, I did give these boys 12 wins when I did their schedule. So 12 wins does mean Jalen Hurts is not going to be a bad quarterback. You got to put that together too. Now we're going to move Jalen Hurts up to 17 right behind Josh Allen. So if you want another quarterback in the second round, it'd be Jalen Hurts. And I'm a very okay. If I watch somebody draft Jalen Hurts with their second pick, I'm like, oh crap, because that's actually really dangerous. He is going to have a lot of points in fantasy. He's going to have between 20 to 34 points, 28 to 34 points in fantasy, I believe. They're going to win a lot of games. I do believe that. So we have to then now put what numbers he's going to have in football to what that will look like as it pertains to fantasy. If Jalen Hurts, look at this, Josh Allen had 410 total points in fantasy as a quarterback, right? Jalen Hurts had 371. That ain't bad. Josh Allen had 500 rushing yards, 524. Jalen Hurts had 605. So I'm going to take Jalen Hurts in the second round after Josh Allen. I do like that. Now, what does that do? Let's see. Who did I have at 17 at first? Marvin Harrison was at 17. That moves Marvin Harrison Jr. Well, he is a rookie, and we really don't know. So we'll wait on Marvin Harrison right now. So 17 is good. 18 Drake London. 19 is Chris Olave. Let's see. Do we make Marvin Harrison 20? Do we pick? Because I'm not picking him over Brandon Ayuk. No, we're gonna keep Michael Pittman at 20. Brandon Ayuk at 21. Marvin Harrison Jr. at 22. I'll pick him up over Jalen Jalen Waddle at 22. Yeah, Jalen Waddle at 22. We're not picking Marvin Harrison over Jalen Waddle. 23. We could do Marvin Harrison at 23. I like that. Because I can pick him up over Mike Evans at 24. And Nico Collins at 25. Sam Laporta at 26. Yeah, I like that. Travis Kelce at 27. I do like that. Lamar Jackson at 28. I like that. Patrick Mahomes at 29. Very good. Kyren Williams. Oh, we got to make a switch. It's Kyren Williams at 30 is not, because I'm going to pick Kyren Williams over Chris Olave. So we're going to, oh my goodness, we're going to move Kyren Williams at 19. Yeah, we'll move Kyren Williams up to 19. There's no way he's 30. All right, he's 19. Chris Olave is 20. No, 18. We're going to move him to 18 because we're not going to pick Drake London. So he's 18. Drake London is 19. Chris Olave is going to be 20. Okay. Michael Pittman is going to be 21. Brandon Ayuk is 22. Marvin Harrison Jr. No, Jalen Waddle is 23. Marvin Harrison Jr. is 24. All right. So Mike Evans can stay at 25. Nico Collins at 26. Sam Laporta at 27. Travis Kelce, 28. Lamar Jackson, 29. Patrick Mahomes, 30. And they have DJ Moore at 31 or 32, and I'm not moving on to 31. That's Deebo Samuels. Oh, wait, we gotta stop. Coach went a little too far. We both stop at 24. All right. So we're stopping at 24, then we'll get to the next one. Coach went a little too far. I was having a little too fun. All right, so let's go back and look. So we have 13 through 24. Let's start that. That's going to be Jonathan Taylor at 13, Saquon Barkley at 14, Devontae Adams at 15, which could possibly move up to 10. So we're going to mark him blue as well, so we figure out what happens with this trade. All right. Number 16 is going to be Josh Allen. 17, Jalen Hurst. 18. Where you at, 18? Oh, that's Kyren Williams. Sorry, I forgot to put that there. 18 is Kyren Williams. 19 is Drake London. 20 is Chris Olave. 21 is Michael Pittman. 22 is Brandon Ayuk. 23 is Jalen Waddle. 24 is Marvin Harrison Jr. 25 is Mike Evans. 26 is Nico Collins. 27 is Sam Laporta. 28 is Travis Kelce. 29 is Lamar Jackson. 30 is Patrick Mahomes. 31. No, oh my goodness, we're supposed to stop. 24. Coach kept going again. So Marvin Harrison Jr. stops us at 24. All right. So those are our top 24. If you have any disagreements with Coach's picks too, by the way, come at me. That's what I asked for. I do this for you guys, okay? If you agree, you agree. If you disagree, let me know. Talk to Coach. I'm all ears. I will listen to you. You can have a rebuttal. I might agree with your rebuttal. I might tell you, man, you foolish. But talk to Coach. That's what I'm here for, to make sure I'm giving you guys the right information. All right. So we got 24 players. I do like Marvin Harrison at 24. Marvin Harrison Jr. I know he's a rookie. I didn't want him higher. Where was he initially? He was at 17. I did think that was a little too high for a rookie. He's gonna have a good season, but you got to remember he's a rookie. Even in his rookie season, well, no. So I mean, don't get me wrong. He got 1,500 now. Rookies can go off. I'm not saying he can't have a great season. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't know with him and his quarterback, if I can trust that high of a 17 pick. But I can trust him at 24 in the same round. In the same round? No. So that would move him to tier group 4, which would basically mean you would be drafting him 5th, 6th round, quite possibly. You could jump up to the 4th round if you like your first 3 picks and you just want to, you want to snag him if he's available in the 4th round. That's fine too. I just trust him better in the 5th, 6th rounds if I can get him there. A better value for me. Have you noticed? I have not given where you at. I ain't given Travis Etienne a number yet. He's most likely going down, down in the other rounds. I don't. He. I get it. He had 1,000 yards. I get it, but like it looked. My issue with him is he's 50 yards a game running back. It's just what it is. He's small. I don't think he's going to last. I think they're going to use another running back with him. They're going to have a 2, and that's fine. I mean, Jacksonville got a lot of other things that they got to worry about, and I think they're going to have more. They're going to pass the ball a lot more this year. So he might show up in the passing game. He had 476 passing yards. That's not bad, but I mean, you can get Breece Hall, who had 591, and he had a crappy quarterback. You have Bijan Robinson, who had a crappy quarterback, who had 487 yards passing. You see my point? There's a big difference when you look at who the quarterback, what the team is built like. He's not good. He's really not. And if you could trust Travis Etienne on your roster, that's fine. You ain't gotta listen to coach. Coach is dropping him. You don't have to listen to me. If you think he's a fourth tier quarterback, grabbing him running back, grabbing him in the 3rd or 4th round, Travis Etienne, by all means, have fun with that. Coach would never do it. You got Nico Collins, Mike Evans, Sam Laporta, Travis Kelce, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Kyron Williams, Brandon Ayuk. Okay, I want to stop at 24. You got Chris Olave. There's so many players. Chris Olave, Marvin Harrison, Josh Allen, Drake London, Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman. There's so many players you can grab between and after that don't involve Travis Etienne and will lead you straight to the championships, is what I'm saying. Okay. All right. So we've done 13 through 24. We're going to take another quick commercial break. And when we come back, we will go through players. We got 25 through 36. All right. So quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Honey.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, welcome back. So we got players 25 through 36 to go to. So now we can talk about those other ones, such as Mike Evans at 25, Nico Collins at 26. Here's why you don't move Mike Evans from 25. You could move him higher, but this is why you don't move him. Play has been beasting since forever. It hasn't stopped. He hasn't slowed down. He had 1,255 yards off of 79 receptions. That is absolutely crazy. So let's be. It's gonna keep going. Yeah, 13 touchdowns. 13 touchdowns might stand, might not stand. I do have them, I think I have the Bucks at 9-10 wins. So it could be that. Nico Collins at 26, Sam Laporta at 27, Travis Kelce at 28, Lamar Jackson at 29. 30 is going to be Patrick Mahomes. 31 is going to be Deebo Samuels. Ooh, excuse me. 31 will be Deebo Samuels. 32. They have DJ Moore here. I'm going to put Cooper Kupp at 32. Then I'll move. Then I can put DJ Moore at 33. I won't draft him, but I'll put him at 33. Don't really know how he's going to look with a rookie quarterback, but he had great numbers last year. I think he can. If the quarterback is good, his numbers could possibly repeat itself. 34. I got DK Metcalf here. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Derrick Henry at 34. 35. I'm going to say James Cook. Yeah, James Cook at 35. 36. I'm actually going to say Stephon Diggs. I like him in Houston. 37. Don't know why he's down here, but he's moving up. We got Zay Flowers at 37. Let's see. And that's where we stop. That's where we're going to stop right there. All right, so not bad, not bad. So 25, we have Mike Evans, Nico Collins at 26. 27 is Sam Laporta. 28 is Travis Kelce. 29 and 30 are both Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. What that means is in the 4th, 5th round, maybe 3rd round, if you want to jump early and get nasty with it, that's where you would grab one of these two quarterbacks, okay? Between round 5 and between round 3 and 5 is where you want Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson, okay? So you either may get to sit on it or you may have to jump for it, one of the two. Then we have at 31, we have Deebo Samuels. The reason why I am not moving Deebo Samuel, he's only had 892 yards. Brandon Ayuk had 1,300. That's not going to stop unless they trade him and let Deebo become it. And that's happened. If something happens where Brandon Ayuk does get traded, that makes by default Deebo number 1, and those numbers will go up most likely. So I would move him up in rankings. But right now, with Brandon Ayuk being him, and if he stays with him and if he plans to play, then his numbers are gonna look the same. Okay. And that means Deebo's numbers could look here or look a little bit better, but that means he stays at 31. All right. 32 is Cooper Kupp. 33 is DJ Moore. 34 is Derrick Henry. 35 is James Cook. And 36 is Stephon Diggs. All right. So I do like those numbers and those rankings there, especially 25 through 30. I didn't change anything. I left all those the same. They are in a category. It doesn't mean you're literally picking these guys in that exact order, but in this category of drafting, when you look at the draft board and this is what's available, this is what this is what coach is saying from here to here. This is where you want to draft these guys. You know what I mean? And their numbers don't need to, I don't need to put Nico over Mike Evans because their numbers are kind of the same, and you would take one or the other is what, so you're going to be happy with taking one or the other if they're both available within that round. You know, that's what I'm saying. Or if Mike Evans is gone and it's left between Nico Collins, Sam Laporta, Lamar, and DJ Moore, who are you going to pick? Nico Collins, right? Or Sam Laporta. You might have to make a choice there, right? That's, so this is why there's no point of moving in this category. I'm not going to move them up in category. They're right there where they belong in category, and there's no need to put one above the other. I'm just listening to you the rankings so you know which order, who's available if one of these guys are gone in this category. Okay. What I have not done is I have not put Travis Etienne in this category. He's not in categories 25 through 36. I've taken him out of 13 to 24. He might go through 37 through 49. I might like him over what's in that category, but he's not anywhere near 1s through 36. That's my point. He's not worth that high of a pick. And if you draft him, Travis Etienne, that high of a pick, good luck on your team. That's all I'm saying. I'd rather have Mike Evans than Travis Etienne. I'd rather have Jalen Hurts than Travis Etienne. I'd rather have Deebo Samuels. I'd rather have Sam Laporta. I'd rather have Kyron Williams. I'd rather have DJ Moore. I'd rather have Derrick Henry. I'd rather have Stephon Diggs. See how it keeps going? There's too many rather haves that makes me continue to drop him. This is what it is. We're in a fantasy league with me. I'm telling you now, I'm not drafting him. It's as simple as that. I'm not drafting him. I'm going to drop him. That's just what I'm doing. So that's how my brain works on this paper. I'm trying to get you guys to work off my brain, not ESPN's control. All right. All right. So let's go on to our next one, which is 37 through 49. All right, so 37, we have Zay Flowers. I'm not drafting Travis Etienne over Zay Flowers. Okay, it's just I'm not gonna do it. 38. Let's see. You guys need numbers, right? Rachaad White. Oh, your numbers weren't that good. And I don't think you're gonna get like it's substantially better. We can go DK Metcalf. Yeah, we can go with DK Metcalf at 38. That's fine. I'm okay with that. 39, Isaiah Pacheco. No. Devon Achane. I don't know. He worries me with his injuries. He did have 800 yards barely playing, though. That's not bad. But I'm not putting him over Devontae. No. Devontae Smith is going to be 39. He did drop one number. He had him at 38, but he's going to be 39. Nope. He's going to be 38. DK Metcalf could be 39. I'm not drafting DK Metcalf over Devontae Adams, over Devontae Smith. Amari Cooper with a backup at 1250, so his quarterback is back. I'm going to put Amari Cooper at 40. Yeah, he moved up from 42 to 40. Let's see here. Josh Jacobs. Yeah, I'm going to move Josh Jacobs up to 41. Yeah, 41 for Josh Jacobs because he's with a new team, and I like his new team, and I think he's going to do great with the Green Bay Packers. Unfortunately, I like Isaiah Pacheco over Travis Etienne. Sorry. Sorry. His little body can't run, but I like him better. 42. I'd put it this way. I'd put him on my team over. If it came down between me picking Isaiah Pacheco and Travis Etienne, I'm picking Isaiah Pacheco. Devon Achane over Travis Etienne. I'm picking Devon Achane. So that's 43 for Devon Achane. Rachaad White, 44. Alvin Kamara. Guess what? I'm drafting Travis Etienne over Alvin Kamara. So Travis Etienne will be 30. Nope. 44, 45. We'll put Travis Etienne at 45. He went from 22 to 45. All right, 46. I'm going to put Malik Nabers, the rookie. No. Yeah, Malik Nabers. I put him at 46. Anybody else in there I like? Nah. I'm not moving anybody else up. So, what are we looking at? 44. Travis Etienne is 45. Malik Nabers will be 46. And right now, I'm not going to rank Alvin Kamara. 47 is going to be Look at that. Anthony Richardson gets to stay where he's at 47. 48, we're going to put Joe Mixon at Houston at 48. I like that. I think he's going to do good in Houston. Christian Kirk with Jacksonville is no, give me T. Higgins. Give me T. Higgins at 49 from 53. Yeah, give me T. Higgins at 49. I like that. Okay, so let's recap. Was that 31? No, 37 through 49. So we have, where are you? 37. Supposed to find his doggone placements. Okay. 37 is Zay Flowers. Sorry about that. We got Zay Flowers at 37. 38 is Devontae Smith. 39 is DK Metcalf. 40 is Amari Cooper. 41 is Josh Jacobs. 42 is Isaiah Pacheco. 43 is Devon Achane. 44 is Rashad White. 45 is Travis Etienne. 46 is Malik Neighbors. 47 is Anthony Richardson. 48 is Joe Mixon. 49 is T. Higgins. That is how we will end that category. And we will take a commercial break real quick, and we will come back and do our last category and end our show. Y'all be right back.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Honey.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
Welcome back. All right, so let's move on to our last category. That is going to be draft players 50 through 61. That's going to be awesome. All right, so let's see. We are going to start with who's going to be number 50. I'm not keeping Christian Kirk at 50. I'm going to move Joe Burrow up to 50. He has to have a big year. Sorry. 51. This is going to be a tough one because I'm moving a lot of people in this category. 51. I'm going to put Dak Prescott. 52. I can't put. Keenan Allen's dropping. Sorry. 52. We're going to put. This is tough. Ooh. 52. You know what? We can put Alvin Kamara at 52. I'm really not liking anything else to move up. 53. 53, we can do Mark Jackson. We can move him up to 53. That's fine. I mean, Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews, we can move up. Tank Dell will be 54. I know he got hurt, but he'll be fine when he comes back. 55. 55 for me is going to have to be C.J. Stroud. 56, I can then put Christian Kirk. 57, Trey McBride. 58. I put Kyler Murray at 58. 59, I'm going to move Jordan Love up to 59. 60, I'm going to put George Pickens at 60. I've been eyeballing him. He's at 57. Drop him down, but I might move him up. But right now, I do like other people above him. But I like him at 60. I like him in that category still. 61, our last player, it's between Keenan Allen, Kenneth Walker, the third, Chris Godwin, Aaron Jones, Ramondre Stevenson, and can I move anybody up for another category? No. That'd be it. One of those guys. We are going to go. Who's getting this last pick? Keenan Allen, Terry McLaurin, Chris Godwin, Aaron. We're gonna give it to Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin will be 60. I trust him. Trust him with Baker Mayfield. So 61 for Chris Godwin. All right, not bad. So let's recap those. We have at number 50, it is Joe Burrow at number 50. 51 is Dak Prescott. 52 is Alvin Kamara. 53 is Mark Andrews. 54, Tank Dell. 55, C.J. Stroud. 66, I mean 56. Where you at? 56 is where you at? Oh, okay. 55. Oh, I'm sorry. 55 is C.J. Stroud. 56 is Christian Kirk. 57 is Trey McBride. 58 is Kyler Murray. 59 will be Jordan Love. 60, George Pickens. And 61 is Chris Godwin. So we have gone through 61 players for fantasy football, 1 through 61. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, if you have any comments to make, please hit up Coach. You can hit him up on Instagram at Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. You can hit me up here on YouTube. You can hit me up on TikTok at Coach Coombs number 5. Don't write the number 5. Just it's Coach Coombs 5. Sorry. So if anytime you guys need to reach out to Coach, if you have any questions about Coach's rankings, please, by all means, comment. Let me know. We'll be back next week to go over players 62 through 120-ish, whatever that number is. So what I'm trying to do is about 60 players a day, or not a day, 60 players a week to get us through our rankings so that we can be ready for fantasy. Because we should not be drafting till when? After week 3 of preseason. That bye week, that's fantasy football week, okay? That's when we go crazy and draft all the crazy leagues we want to draft in, okay? Coach is going to be in 2 leagues this year. I'm going to be in Fire Pit and I'm going to be in Refuse to Lose. So I will be hosting both of those leagues on here. So if you're in any of those leagues and you don't mind showing your face, guess what? If we're an opponent, I might ask you to come on Coach's show. We'll talk about our lineups. We'll talk about what we expect. We'll talk about why we chose to put those people against who we're going against. If y'all don't, Coach, I like Coach like to get involved. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be another thing. I wanted to wait till we did this to mention that part, but that's the last part of a segment that Coach wants to add. It'll be the call-in. So we'll get together, people in the league. we'll get together and we'll, once we have our matchups, we can set up live streams for you guys to come on Coach's show and we can talk about hey Coach, I'm being coachable this year. You gonna listen to Coach? Well, first of all, we're not having no 30-second drafts. I can tell you that. We need to bump them bad boys up to at least 45 seconds. Let Teddy breathe before he be making his pick. He's gonna mess around and pick that boy from the Patriots. Like I tell you, he's gonna pick that quarterback from the Patriots. Teddy, if you listen to anything Coach has to tell you, if you just take Josh Allen with your number 2 pick, I promise you'll be happy, my guy. I swear for Lord, you'll be happy. Unless anybody else is listening and they just go do what Coach said and take Josh Allen at number 2. Then wait for Burrow. You have so many quarterbacks to play with. Do not touch a single Teddy. Teddy, I love you. I'm wearing his jersey. Teddy, do not touch a single Patriot this year. You understand me? Not you. Anybody else? Have at it. I need you, Teddy, to go away from your team. Find another team. Love somebody else. We need a break from 12. It's going to crush you in fantasy if you keep thinking that Patriot way is going to get you a win. It's over. It's done. Let it rebuild itself. Ramondre Stevenson ain't going to do nothing. That rookie quarterback ain't going to do nothing. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. We need to move on. Jalen Reed is available. Jordan Love is available. Okay? Patrick Mahomes is available. Justin Herbert's going to have a great year with his brand new coach who wants to fling the ball but have a great running back. Okay? That's why they got Gus Edwards to run up the gut. And what I tell you about running backs this year, they're going to run up the gut because they're going to get blown on them linebackers because of that stupid new rule. I keep telling you, running back, running back, running back. I'm telling you. So stay away from the Patriots. Look, even Boss Man told you to listen. Teddy, listen up. Stay away from the Patriots, Teddy. Stay away from the Patriots. If you want to be greedy, go after every Baltimore player you want. Go piss off Carl. Take every Baltimore player you want. Go snatch up some Eagles. I ain't been in the chat for so long. Go snatch up some don't touch a Washington player. Please don't touch nobody in Washington. I saw that practice play. I think Joe tried to show out. Look here. I don't like that I'm seeing in practice you be cheering about a run play by the quarterback, something we already know we can do. No, I didn't see a pass. I need to see more. I'm kidding. All of them, all these rookie quarterbacks. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. You better wait. You better let them sit on that waiver wire. Let them show you something in real-time football before you just snatch them up. Don't get sucked in because they're your team. Don't do that. Don't touch that. Don't touch McCartney. Don't touch Williams. Don't touch nobody. Don't touch nobody. Let them rookies show you what they can do. Let them sit on that waiver. There's too many of the quarterbacks. We got Kirky over there in Atlanta with so many weapons. We have so many quarterbacks. Teddy, there's so many people. Don't touch a Patriot. You hear me? Don't touch a Patriot. Go get Zeke. I like Zeke this year back home in Dallas. I like that. Go play with Zeke. Don't play with no Patriot, Teddy. Teddy, don't touch a Patriot. Teddy, I'm going to come on this show every week and tell you the same thing. Do not touch a Patriot. We don't need any Patriots this year. They're not going to do anything this year. I promise you. You're going to make me cry, Teddy, if you touch a Patriot. If you touch don't even touch their defense. Don't touch the kicker. I don't care. Don't touch anybody. They're only going to win 7 games this year, if that. Don't touch anybody. It's a new coach. It's a new team. Everything is new. Just watch them. Just watch the games. Just be happy for them. Don't touch them in fantasy football. I have listed 61 players. 61 players that will take you from rounds 1 through 5, right? Did any of them are any of them a Patriot? If I mark Ramondre Stevenson in here, I am wrong. Let's go look. Did Ramondre Stevenson get a number? No. Well, I stopped at 61. He's at 65. And So obviously, see, the first round, he ain't even in it. Don't touch. I have not listed a single Patriot, Teddy. In the first 61 players, there hadn't been a single Patriot listed. Not one. I have dedicated my final words to you, Teddy. Do not touch a Patriot. Don't tear me up in the chat group. Like, why you cuffing me, coach? Because I don't want you to touch a Patriot. You made me cry when I looked at your fantasy team. You made me cry. I couldn't believe you went for that quarterback. I shed a tear for you, Teddy, because you was going to get destroyed the entire year. We're not going to have that happen. And I get it, 30 seconds, it makes you make crazy decisions. Don't touch a Patriot. You ain't got no reason to touch not one single Patriot. I have not listed one in the first 61 players. That should give you a hint right there. There's nothing in New England for you right now, buddy. Nothing. Just be happy they still have a team. Well, they're going to have a team. I'm just being silly. But no, you don't need to touch Patriot. There's so many other players. There's not a tight end that you need. There's not a running back that you need. There's not a defense. There's not a kicker. There's not a quarterback. There's not a receiver. There's nobody. There's no one in IDP that you need. They can't stay healthy. There is nothing. Hell, the last thing we heard about the Patriots, one of their players can't play because of this. Not, and I'm not making fun because of blood thinning. So do not touch a Patriot. That was a sign, Teddy. That was a sign for you. Don't touch a Patriot. Teddy, what is the motto for today? We don't need a Patriot in 2024. That is our motto for fantasy football. No Patriots for 2024. Period. We don't need it. We need everyone else, Teddy. I'm sorry I'm coming at you like this, but I need you to focus, listen to Coach, and I promise you, you're going to win the championship unless you meet me there. Because I'm coming for you. Y'all keep dragging me in. I'm trying to just do the show. But I got Lance over here who oh, yeah, he can do it, but he got to join the league. See, he tricked me. I told him I retired, and he pulled me back in. I don't know why y'all want me in these leagues. I have no idea. Now I'm coming to win, and I'm going to destroy every single last one of you. I love you all, but this is fantasy football, and I'm coming for your behind. But it says something other, my daughter. I have to work on my mouth. But as Goofy would say, oh, that's what I'm going to say every time I score on y'all. Y'all wanted Coach in the league? You got Coach in the league. I talk a lot of noise, guys. I do. It's meant for it. They shouldn't have created fantasy football. If you couldn't beat me in Madden, what makes you think this is finna to be any better? Sorry. I come for the game. I come for it all. That's what I do. I come to destroy it, and I'm going to make fun of you when I do it. Teddy, I'm telling you, don't have a weak roster coming against me. Joe, don't do it. Dave, I'm coming for it all. Vaughn, we need to link up. We have a lot to discuss with Pittsburgh. I've been seeing a lot, and we haven't linked up yet, my man. We haven't linked up, and it breaks my heart. But that's okay. That's okay. We Coach is back. Coach about to be in the chats again because Coach is home. Disney took a lot of Coach. I worked my behind off, and I appreciate every bit of it. But now Coach is in a place where he can be calm again. I can be more interactive with everything. I'm getting rid of OTF podcast because we moved over to fantasy football with Coach Coombs. That is going to be the only location on Instagram. About to shut down that other page, and we're about to get back into the chats. Please, if you are a fan of me, you will also be a fan of Refuse to Lose, the entire network created by Joe Jordan himself, Boston, right here. So please, we have the Refuse to Lose network. We have Baseball with Teddy, who is a great baseball analyst. Everything you needed for baseball is coming from his network. Please tune in, follow, subscribe, comment on Teddy. He is an outstanding analyst when it comes to baseball. Please tune in to CTC, that is Carl Talking College. And college football is here. Hey, it's August. College football is here. So guess who's about to go right back to work? Buddy got a small break, and I mean a tiny one, because he's been dealing with football, college football, and he jumped right into basketball, college basketball. So he had a tiny little break after March, and he was right back into it. Okay. So please, if you love college football, if you love your conferences, everything about the polls, that's where you need to go, is Carl Talking College. That man knows everything, and I mean everything that pertains to college football. He corrects Coach. Coach don't like to be corrected. Guess who shut Coach up? Carl, nemesis. Sorry, it is what it is. You got to have one. You got to have your nemesis, and he is one of the best, okay? So please tune in to Carl Talking College. If you love basketball, we have a basketball channel. We got Kings Talk with Boss Man here, okay? We have Dave's Doghouse. That's awesome. I'm sure one of these days I'm Coach will go Dave's Doghouse. He don't like what Coach say. I haven't made it yet, but hey, they pay attention to everything you say. You say you slip up one time, guess where you're gonna end up? Dave's Doghouse. Okay, we have a lot of shows on this network. We have a boxing channel, The Red Carpet. That's our I believe it's our number one show on the network. We have a lot of shows. And not only do we have these shows, we have chat groups on Instagram that you can also join. We have a network. We have a baseball channel. We have a baseball chat, gaming chat, NFL chat, NBA chat. We have what's the other one I'm missing? I think that's it. I think we just have chat groups that pertain to the major sports of that we have. And of course the boxing chat group. So we talk sports all day long. My phone at midnight when I lay down my head to go to sleep, because somehow they created phones where you can't turn off the doggone vibration, is my phone buzzing because somewhere in one of these chats they're going off, whether it's the gaming, whether it's the NFL, or the NBA, or the Refuse to Lose chat. Somebody going off or something. So I'm glad to be back home. Keep running my nose going. What's that? Sorry, guys. I'm glad to be back home. And I'm glad that I'm going to be back involved with everything that pertains to sports. Like, I missed it. Disney had me working hard. I like money, but they had me working hard. So it feels good to just be on a break real quick before I start my new job. And even with that new job, it's going to be awesome. I'll be able to become more interactive with FFC. So FFC is back to normal. And we do have one other segment that will be added, and that is Coach's Weekly Picks. That is for you guys to make bets on. Ding, 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 ding. Coach is going to basically put up my weekly picks of who I believe is going to win each and every week. Now, mind you, my weekly picks will be different from my prediction from the schedule. That would just be looking at the team schedule and looking at a pattern and looking at, I think they can win this game. I think because this team doesn't seem that, that's what that is. What this is real-time picks, okay? This is when I look at the matchup on Sunday. Most of them will link up with what I picked on for week one on the set schedule prediction. But as I watch the teams, as I see who's really playing and injuries happen, things need to change, each week my picks will most likely be different from what I say on my season. Now I'll go back to those and they could still match depending on the strength and if anybody got but the weekly picks are made so if I say this versus this team gonna win, bada bing, I have that's where I'm adding how many wins against them, how many losses I have. Basically seeing a weight of, do I make more wrong picks than I make more right picks? Basically, that's what it's for. It's like a accountability chart that I'm giving you guys live. You know what I mean? Coach could be right all the time. Coach could be wrong a lot of the times. I do not like weeks 6 through 9. I can tell you that. I have more losses because that's when the bye weeks start. I have more losses during that time frame for some reason. I can go undefeated or have a lot of wins, a lot of 10 or 12 win weeks up to that time frame, and then now I'm 5-11 or 6-8, and depending, it can get pretty ugly within those weeks, But I do that it's accountability. I like to see if I'm right or wrong. I like to see what I know what I'm talking about, so you guys be able to see the same thing. And it helps for fantasy. If you kind of know, again, if you're expecting a team to win, you expected them to win by a certain amount, then it means you expected them to have a certain amount of yards, a certain amount of points, a certain amount of first downs, a certain amount of catches, a certain amount of running yards. It's a lot that you are expecting based off of the win. So if they lose, it's like, damn, they could have gotten that though. They still could have gotten those numbers with the loss. Doesn't mean they can't get those numbers still. But that's what we annotate our picks to. That's what we annotate our roster build to. is what we expect a player to do based on what we expect that team to do throughout the season. Okay, so if you expect a team with a great running back, right? You look at them and say, "Oh, they can win 11 games this year." Well, who's going to be a part of that 11 wins? When you look at their roster, right? The running back was really good when he didn't have a quarterback. Now he has one who likes to dump off too. Man, his numbers can grow really much. And I'm looking at their roster. They look like they're going up against opponents that can allow them to win a lot of games. So what does that mean? That running back could be the cause of that, with a lot of yards rushing in those games that helps them win. I.e., he could be a 100-yard runner each game. Drake London. Now, not a 100-yard receiver each game, but he could be 80+ with a touchdown each game. Give me that. 8 points for 80 yards. If he did that off 6 catches, 8 plus 6. That's what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's add a touchdown, which is 6 points. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Possibly 20. Off of 80 yards and 6 catches. Give me that as my number 2 player. I didn't pick him number 1. I picked him in the second round. So give me that. Okay? Because the second round players, that's 20 plus he's going to get you. Okay? So I'll take that. Absolutely. But the running back as well is going to get you what? 1,200 rushing yards, 100 yards a game, possibly 4 catches plus with 50 yards. So that's double some points right there from that running back. You're looking at Bijan Robinson averaging 100 yards rushing, right? That's 10 points. Period. That's 10 points. You don't get no points for this, right? So 10 points for 100 yards. Let's just stop there. 9 points for 90. Let's stop right there, right? Let's give him a touchdown. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 15. So he had a touchdown with 90 yards. That's 15 points off top for your number 1 running back, right? Now we're in PPR, right? 15 points for just rushing and scoring, right? But now he has 5 catches as a running back. So that's 20 points off of those 5 catches. So let's say he received 30 yards off those 5 catches. That's 3 points. That's 23 points right there for your number 1 running back. Because if you went running back, and you got Bijan, and then back door got Jamar Gibbs, now you got 2. Or even Josh Jacobs. Not Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor. Now that's 2 20-point running back, 20-point plus running backs right there. Because both of them are going to have winning records. Both of them are going to be the reason they have winning records with what they have already, i.e. quarterback, receivers, offensive line. Put it all together. There go your 2 running backs right there. Why you need a receiver yet? A receiver automatically is going to get 5, 6 catches anywhere you go. And you know which ones I want from that? Give me the 3rd round guy. I don't want the number 1 wide receiver. Why? He's going to get double teamed. Give me the number 2. Give me T. Higgins. I take that with my number 1 pick in the 3rd round as my number 1 receiver with my 3rd pick. Give me T. Higgins for 18 points. Give me Michael Pittman for 20 points. 15 points. I'll take that because my 2 running backs grabbed me 20. And they're going to score. These are receivers that are going to score. They're all going to get a touchdown. So give me 17 points for these receivers. I'm getting 2 of them. Because I've got 2 of my running backs. I'm getting 2 of these receivers. I ain't got a quarterback yet. Give me 2 of these receivers. That can give me the same 6 to 7 catches a game for the same 70 to 80 yards a game. I'll take Bateman. I'll take Flowers. I'll even take Hollywood Brown over there with Patrick Mahomes. None of them are first-round receivers. Y'all can have CD. Y'all can have Tyreek Hill. Y'all can have Jalen Water. Y'all can have all them high-paid receivers. I don't want not one of them. I want the grinders. Give me Jalen Reed. Give me guys like that. Give me Nico. Hey, give me Tank Dell. Okay? Give me those guys. They're all receivers. Every quarterback, every team runs a 3 receiver set. That means somebody gonna catch. If the quarterback throws the ball 50 times, which they're doing now, if y'all haven't paid attention, right? You gotta do the math. He's throwing the ball 45, 50 times. So those receivers are gonna catch. Somebody's gonna have 7. Somebody's gonna have 5. Somebody's gonna have 4. Now let's look at the yards. Who's consistent with the yards when they get those catches? That's the key. Who's over 60 yards? Give me him. Give me the one over 60. He does more effective yard work with less. You see my point? So now we went through rounds 4. I got 2 quarterbacks. I got 2 receivers, 2 running backs, 2 receivers. Yeah, I don't have a quarterback yet. So now I'm in the 5th round. I can get a nice quarterback in the 5th round if I don't like what's that tight end. But if I like what's that tight end, I got to take a tight end with the 5th pick. Got to. That quarterback can wait. I still got a slew of quarterbacks waiting for me. Why? Because the really, really great ones are already gone. And if I'm in the 6th, 7th round and I made a tight end pick in the 5th, my quarterback is waiting for me in the 6th, 7th. Why? Because nobody is picking a quarterback yet because now they got to get a whole bunch of weapons, especially if they pick quarterback. You guys got to use this. Okay? It's a map. It's a map. You need to gear the game towards you. You need to gear the draft towards you. Don't let the draft control you. You control the draft. Know who you want. Know how to set up your cues. Know the pattern of what you want to get. Know who's going to be available at the bottom of the category you're in. So you actually have better options, because if you keep your mind up too high, now you're looking down like, I don't know what. No, you got to take him. You ain't got a choice. He's still a viable player. He's valuable. He ain't what you want, but he's going to get you what you need. Got to pay attention to that, guys. Nobody but one person came to Coach and said, Coach, I got a question. And now people came to Coach, but only one person came about this player. And I looked, I didn't see him play. He did. So he asked me about it because it was him and another player. I saw the other player play and I said, hell no, don't touch him. But I didn't see Jalen Reed play. But I went and looked at Jalen Reed's number. Jalen Reed had 5 catches for 73 yards. I said, whoa. That speaks so much volume, you have no idea. Why? One, I think the Packers won that game, or if they lost by, but I think they won. And then you look at, so you go look at the quarterback's numbers, right? They weren't 191. He had 200-something 80 yards, if not close to 3. 240, some 250. He did good. He had good, right? Mind you, his number 1 receiver was out. But when I told everybody to go get 2, because I love the chemistry they already had in training camp, I told everybody to go do it. I said the only thing that can happen is they just don't connect when the season starts. And it didn't happen. They connected and they did really good. And he got hurt. And then Jalen Reed came in and basically, man, and that's the other thing I looked at. When did Jalen Reed play? Did he come in and just become effective during the game? Yep. That was the key. When he got his chance, he was effective. You can almost say the Green Bay Packers offense mirrored the Houston Texans in a way how they got these young guys just playing absolutely great football in the receiving corps. Nobody came but him. But eighth the only one that came. He said, Coach, I got quit. And I said, yep, take Jalen Reed. I love what I saw. When I looked at and I watched him the next day. I watched him that next week, by the way. And I said, oh, I'm so happy I told him. I'm so happy because I loved what I saw out of his game. He's a great receiver. That dude is so good. He gets behind the defense so quick. It's awesome. Pay attention. Got to pay attention. The Packers were in the playoffs with receivers nobody wanted. Got to pay attention. So, again, I don't want to hold you guys up. Coach just has some final words for Teddy, and I have some final words for you all as it pertains to having fun with this draft and knowing how to set up what you want in order and just to have a successful draft. A draft, do not listen to those, oh, you got a D, you got a C. Who cares? They want you to have an A. If you draft ESPN, NFL, Yahoo, and they look at you and you get that email and tell you congratulations, or you had an A+ draft, you losing. I'll tell you that right now. You coming in last place. Go look at that roster of that person that got a C-, they got a D. It's because they didn't go by what they told them to do. They went by what they wanted. And guess who's going to the championships? The ones that wanted it. The ones that wanted it. The ones that wanted it. In football season now, baby. I got to get this one fixed. Yes, it's second place. But it's okay. We wanted it. We was in the championship. Okay. gotta want it, man. You gotta want it. That's the whole key. Fantasy football, you have to want it. You can't play passive. You have to play aggressive. That's the key. You got to be on the waivers. You got to be on it. You got to be on it. I got a guy, Gus. Every day he came to me. I said, "Did you hit the waiver wires, bro? Somebody sniping at 4 a.m. Yes, somebody wakes up to that waiver wire opens and they are putting them waivers in. What's the motto, people? What's the motto? The early bird gets the worm, don't he? The early bird gets the waiver wire pick. That's the only way it works, guys. Hey, I had a great show with you guys today. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Stay tuned. We'll be back next week, Tuesday, with picks 62 through 120. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be really fun. We're going to have a lot of moves. We're going to have people move up and down. And by then, we may have some injuries where we may have to make some changes to like taking somebody completely out and making some changes to the entire list now because somebody in top went out. So I got to reorder the entire thing. So that sucks. But it is very important for you guys that you have the correct numbers at all times during this draft because drafts are coming up. And I'd be damned if I give you guys wrong information going into these drafts. It will not happen. Okay. So understand Coach does his homework and he does it right. All right. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful time. Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.